Yo guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my FPL game week 1 and game week 2 team review and selection and where I came in the leagues and that. Yeah, so let's get started. So I'm going to start with my team that I had in game week 1, which if you watched last week's episode, I don't know if I'd call it an episode, but yeah, last week's video, yeah, I went over who I had in my team, but the game week hadn't started yet, so I didn't know the scores and that. Yeah, so my total points for the week was 34. The average was 64, so I was a long way off. Took some swings, a lot of misses. And the highest was 127. Yeah. So in goal, I had Martinez from Aston Villa, who scored a singular point after, I think, Villa got smacked. Yeah. In defence was where I thought I would have done better, but I didn't do too horribly though, which was good. On the left of the defence, of my three-man defence, was Reece James from Chelsea, who had 2 points. Next to him was Ben Dunk from Brighton, with also 2 points. And then my highest scoring defender was Saliba from Arsenal, with 5 points. Which consisted in a goal, I believe, or it was a clean sheet. Yeah, so that's my defence. I went with a three-man defence last week. My midfield is definitely where I'm going to destroy, I think. It's going to be Mbeumo, I think. I don't know if that's correct, from Brentford, who scored 7 points. Next to him was a risky choice, but I went with him because he was on the low from last season. Heung-min Son, who didn't produce this week, but I have faith in him now that Kane has unfortunately left the club. He scored 2 points. Next to him was another difficult pick, Kai Havertz from Arsenal, who moved from Chelsea, who scored 2 points, which I thought he was going to be playing like as the false nine or striker instead of Eddie Nketiah, but turns out Nketiah played. So yeah, but I'm going to stick with Havertz maybe. Next was my captain for the week, Marcus Rashford, who scored 6 points, which would have been 3 points normal and captained, so that doubles it. Yeah. My third highest scoring player for the week was Mohamed Salah from Liverpool, who in a record didn't score in the first game week for like his whole Premier League career, I believe. Yeah. So my strikers was where I think I lacked massively, because I went massively risky and didn't include who you would think, Erling Haaland. Yeah. So I had Mikel Antonio from West Ham, who unfortunately gave me 1 point, and Raul Jimenez from Fulham, which I don't think is going to be a bad investment in the future. Depends if Mitrovic leaves still, because it's still talked about in that, yeah. So yeah, that was my starting lineup. My bench was pretty lackluster. It was Matt Turner from not Forest, who I kind of took that as when he was at Arsenal. Sorry for that break there. Yeah, so what I was saying was that I basically had Turner as my backup goalkeeper from when he was at Arsenal, and I didn't get rid of him because I thought he was going to be the first keeper at not Tottenham, at Notts Forest, which turned out to be true, because it was between him or Dean Henderson from Manchester United, which didn't go through in the end. Yeah, so he got 2 points. Amari Bell from Luton Town got 0 points because they did unfortunately get smacked in their first game of the new season. It was Ashley Young next to him with 2 points, and UI Joe from Forest with 0 points. Yes, so I basically will tell you now what my current team is going to look like in a second. So I'm going to have a change of plans. I'm actually going to tell you the positions that I came in with my game week 1 team, and then I'll tell you what my team is looking like for game week 2. Yeah. So in my Invitational Classic leagues, I've got 8 leagues that I've joined, which I think I own one of them, and then the rest of them are pretty much FPL people on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, and all that. Yeah. So, and I think it's a league that a friend of mine's friends own or run that I was invited to. Yeah. So the first one I'm in is Anyone Can Join, which is a league that I made with which the name says, anyone can join. Yeah, so I'm 2 out of 2 from that league. The next was Clops and Robbers. I'm 7th, which is last. NWO, I'm 94th. I hope to get up a bit. The next was the Stars FPL. I'm 293rd. Plute 93 Community, which is 5,367th. The @official FPL on Twitter, I'm 64,673rd. The next is Ben Foster's Super League, which the former Watford, Man United, West Brom, and current Wrexham goalkeeper. It's the Cycling GK Super League, which I was in last year. So now I am 83,057th. I hope to be a bit higher this time, just due to my risky things that didn't pay off. And the last classic invitational league I'm in is the Thog Den and Thog Dad Super League. I'm 86,165th. Yeah, so I'm in just one invitational head-to-head league, which is called head-to-head league. I am 2nd in that out of 2. Yeah, so my public classic leagues, I'm only in 1, and I'm 20th. And I'm in only 1 public head-to-head league, and I'm 16th. Yeah, so just to the general leagues now. I am in Australia, as you can hopefully tell or hear. Yeah, I am 165,166 for Australia. I am 1,783,520 for Man United. I was game week 1 of 7,890 and 199. Yeah, so overall I was 7,890th and 202nd. And the broadcaster league, which is who broadcasts the games, us in Australia is Optus Sport, so I was 165,166. Yeah, pretty terrible. Yeah, pretty terrible. But, So now I'm going to tell you, to finish off this video, what my team is going to look like for game week 2. Yeah, so still in there, I've got Martinez. The defense has stayed pretty similar to what game week 1 was. It is with Dunk and Saliba. While instead of Reece James, who has had a hamstring injury. I have transferred a Chelsea teammate in, Ben Chilwell, and given him the vice-captain, while my midfield stays the same as Mbumbo, that might be wrong, Son, Havertz, Salah and Rashford, but I've given the captain to Salah this week because they're playing Bournemouth and he has a outstanding record against Bournemouth, I'm pretty sure, even though he didn't do anything in the 8-0 drubbing last season. Yeah, so my forwards are the same with Antonio and Raul, while my bench pretty much stays the same as Turner, Bell, Young and Iojo. Yeah, so thanks for watching this video, guys. If you like this, you can click the red subscribe button down below and the like button, but I'm not forcing you to at all. I've probably much said that in every video ever. Yeah, so I'll see you next time.